This is QGTV, and we are here in Bahamas for Bahamas Fashion Week, sitting with the co-producers. We're sitting here with Cardell McClam and Joe Stubbs. How you guys doing? How you guys feel? It's over.
It's over.
How do you feel? Let's start with you. How do you feel?
I had like this pressure in my head.
Okay.
And it finally has been relieved.
Okay.
And I start the same journey by myself tomorrow. So I need to like sleep, but I'm gratitude, but my other focus is coming in.
Right.
But I am pleased with everything, every attribute, every outcome. God did it.
Right. You can't think about that. You enjoy the moment. Worry about tomorrow. How do you feel, Joe?
I feel amazing. I'm exhausted, but it was well worth the late nights and early mornings and dedication, the time. It was worth it. I think it's a good start to where the Bahamas needs to be, and where we need to go as a fashion community. There's a lot of work to do, but we have made the first step by starting, and I think that's the key.
So why do you guys think it's important to even have a Bahamas Fashion Week or to have a fashion week in the Bahamas?
Well, I mean, it's important. The question is, why isn't it important? The question is, it is important, or it should be. Just because fashion and art plays a very integral role in our everyday lives. I mean, everybody wears clothing. Everybody, for the most part, you know. So why not celebrate that? And for a very long time in the Bahamas, we have not given, like Cardell always says, we haven't given designers, you know, persons that identify fashion or art as their number one choice for a career, the respect that is needed. You know, we always respect doctors and lawyers and accountants, you know, but fashion designers and musicians and artists are just as equally as important as the other professions. So it's important for us to create this platform so we can then ensure that the designers and the creative minds have a platform to really propel themselves globally.
Awesome. And if you had one thing that you wanted people to take away from attending the Bahamas Fashion Week, what would that be?
Well, for me, that's why I'm probably it's the first day. Education is empowerment. The glitz and glamour, I mean, that's one thing that comes for a moment. But the experience you give to another, like my joy was Thursday night. There was 3 young ladies who toiled for 3 weeks, woke up every morning, dealt with my attitude and everyone else's attitude, and produced marvelous works. I love that. I think the next one would be the conversation that took place today. I am one that watch it all the time. It's not a joke for me, it's my full-time career. So I want to see it live, I want to see it move. I hope this is progress, you know, and it gets big. I want to see scholarship programs, and that's the move. I want it to be something that really shifts the dynamic of our culture, how we see things, how we see people, how we perceive it. And so definitely those today when Joe and yourself and Becky and Stevie, and I'm one who always on YouTube watching the business of fashion. So I'm like, oh my God, like, yay! Because it first started, I think the idea was to have some sessions. I was like, no! Let's do a panel.
Right.
And it just was so good. I was so anxious in the chair. I was like, let me get out of it,
I was nervous. I was like, okay, it was like government versus people, the ideas, but I think it's important to spark those conversations. The conversations are had. They're had in the house, in the room, but why are they not had in the open? You know, so that you can go ahead and articulate those type of things.
And we can't be scared of that.
Right.
You know, the controversy is the starting point, because that's when people become real, right? And then in the discussion, you could find something common. So when I saw it getting nice, and I said, that's it. We're tapping into why that's the movement, right? Because some people really you know, even on the panel, some people are more forward than others, right? And, you know, you got a little shy, and some people were like, I probably didn't agree with it. Psychology is my major, so I went to school for it. And so I look at the body language, you can tell this one don't agree, but because everyone else is, I was like, oh. So we had more time, I think I told you, I said, I can see that thing every day, because we need our future to be different. If it's not for us, that's fine, right? Like, I didn't have the opportunity to give the emerging designers, and to give them that is, they don't have to ever say thank you, but I want them to be successful. And that's enough for me.
Right. So, last question, what can we look forward to for Bahamas Fashion Week?
Well, based on the response, I think we did an okay job with Huawei.
Very good job.
I'm very modest, so so our plans are to definitely top what we did this year. We are going back to the drawing board as early as January, and we will sit down and debrief on every aspect of the fashion week and our downfalls and things that we can improve on, and also consult. So be prepared. I'll be calling you guys and asking you, what did you enjoy most? What did you dislike about Fashion Week? What did you really want to see that you didn't? You know, because I think that's important to get feedback and honest feedback from persons that authentically love the industry. And based on that, we will then tailor our show for next year. But know that it's going to, it will rival other shows.
But definitely we'll maintain the core values,
yes.
Which is starting on time,
yes.
Which is meetings. We'll be far more thorough, and definitely, you know, we'll be far more clear, right, and start early. And there's certain things Joe know that we will all do even better, right? And I love what he's saying already. We haven't even met, right? So that means we want your input, right? But the core will always remain. We'll always have standards when it comes to the designers that we design. We didn't take all applications. We won't always take all applications. We had over 60-something designers, and that was all over the world, right? And so that will happen. Definitely, certain things will increase as far as price, right? And definitely we may do tours throughout the year and extract from persons who run it, right? And so, so definitely 2018, especially the education program, I definitely going into book writing. Joe has a book already on style. Definitely we gotta get that published, right? And even more, you know, have a marketing regime for that. I told him he needs the cover of a magazine, a major one. So we gotta do some things like that. He is in full time here, but he's like on the verge. I'm speaking it, right? And so definitely the designers, we want to see him, but we want even more. So we'll probably do workshops. I told some of them kind of develop the emerging designers. Because some of them were really emerging designers. And then we had the more season one, and then we have the junior designers. We had the opportunity to do, he's in the final man, but we did a school, they invited us. And so we may have a club, if I can convince him. This is the fountain, that's why I'm a school club. And I love, because that's my thing. That's what changed. I always say adults, I mean, what you can do? You tell them if they want something, then they'll adjust. But a kid, like if you impact them and you can shape them, that's change, right? So when I get a certain age or whatever, and I walk around here, I'll see things that I could not, right? And that's beautiful. So I enjoy the movement. I hope it's always a movement. I expect even more conversation next year, as deep as far as sales and the money and the fight within blackness, shining brighter, you know, or shining equal to and so that's my mindset. And Joe definitely is elaborate. So definitely the marketing before he had to Jerusalem. I can tell you that. Time and management and schedule and every aspect, being very detailed, definitely. And experience as far as like the mood and order, definitely that's my I am a mood and I love to convey messages through showmanship and storytelling.
Perfect. So you guys, make sure you follow them. Facebook, Bahamas Fashion Week. Also Instagram, Bahamas Fashion Week. As well as check out everybody's pictures with the hashtag Bahamas Fashion Week. Where can they find you on Instagram?
Myself. Personally, you could find me at designer Cardell McCloud, MCCLAM. And of course, Cardell McCloud. And tonight, that was my Cardelicious collection, which is full-figured only, like a shameless plug, the full-figured fashion brand of the Bahamas.
Okay.
And you can find me there. You can find me on Facebook, and then my website is renewing itself.
Okay.
And so you'll be able to find me there at cardelljmcleod.com.
Okay. And Joe, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on every corner. No, but social media wise, Instagram, it is Joe Stubbs SA, which is short for Joe Stubbs Style Agency. So JOESTUBBS SA. Snapchat, the exact same. My website is www.joestubbsstyleagency.com. And Bahamas Fashion Week, so you can find me on all of those handles.
Perfect.
And Joe Stubbs Style Agency is like Condé Nast and then you have Vogue.
Okay.
So they're the governing body for Bahamas Fashion Week.
Got you. Plug. QGTV, thank you.